Bola national good. How much do you want for your clothes? I'm sure that'll be one. You can have this one. No, I'm sick. Right.
What's the take fire?
There's like, you don't eat too much of food. It's like flour and rice. It's good. Stick your It won't hurt. It's just bad
What is this?
Yeah,
It's coconut and pudding.
It's a traditional Jakarta.
Oh, okay. Is it nice?
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah, speak English. Good morning, all.
Most of them speak English.
Yeah, speak. Okay. Yeah, please. Harry, what the question you want to ask?
What we'll do, I might get them to introduce themselves
Yeah.
first. So we'll just go around.
My name's Tom. I'm from Australia.
My name's Dennis. I'm half Indonesian, half Australian.
Jadi saya namanya Andra dari Indonesia.
My name's Dennis. I'm Indonesian.
My name is Leanne. I'm Singaporean.
Nama saya Nikita, half Indonesia, half blended.
Half of what?
Blended.
My name is Giacomo. I'm from Italy.
Saya Frida Pandan. Ika, yang kemarin.
My name is Mariam. I'm half from here and half from Finland. Finland.
Finland.
Nama saya Michelle. Saya dari Jakarta.
My name is Sinead and I'm from Canada and Indonesia.
Samira, Indonesia.
Saya Grace dari marketing AIS.
Saya Chandra dari Indonesia.
And I'm Brenton. I'm the principal of AIS Indonesia. Perhaps if I start.
Yeah, you could start.
First of all, thank you for meeting with us. AIS has 4 campuses in Indonesia. We have one in Bali, one in Balikpapan, and we have 2 in Jakarta. So the students here today are from our secondary campus, and we have a primary campus in Penang. And I know one of the reasons
You got the flood.
we're a bit up, and the flood's around us. So we don't get the flood, but you just can't get in sometimes. So yeah, we're quite good. But as you know, we're celebrating our 20th year in Indonesia. We started in 1996, and we were perhaps the first inclusive international school in Indonesia. And so we have students regardless of obviously race or ethnic, but also if they can't speak English and if they have learning support needs as well. So we cater for a whole range of students, not only the academically gifted, which is something we're really proud of. And we have a good sample of students today. They're not handpicked, they're just students who wanted to come and meet you. And it was interesting to hear some of the comments early when we were talking about it, where they were saying, "Oh, we want to come and see him because he's the best governor ever." So that's a student's perspective, which I'm pleased to.
There's a politics. Politics is a perception.
But I think these guys have understood that already.
You could ask everything you want.
So if you want to ask any questions,
If I talk, maybe not meet your requirement.
So okay, go ahead.
You could ask everything.
Alright. So, what's your role as a governor in Indonesia?
Role?
Yeah. Like, what's your job? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, Jakarta is a little bit different with another governor. I think the easiest way to be a governor is be a governor of Jakarta. You know why? Because we don't have a regency or city parliament. And we also don't have elected mayor or regent bupati. Actually, Jakarta is like a big mayor, not a governor. Like a big mayor. We appoint the mayor and the regent bupati. And no parliament for the regency and for the city. We just have a province parliament. and we don't have kepala desa, this is like a sub-district. District is kecamatan. If another province, kepala desa is elected by the people. Here, lurah appointed by us as a bureaucrat. That's why be a governor of Jakarta easy. If you be a governor of another province, another problem come out. You call the mayor come for meeting, sometimes they don't want to come. They feel we elected, same. Have another parliament. But in Jakarta also have another requirement. You need elected 50% plus one. If another province, you just be number one, you already be elected. So what's our duty? Our duty is very easy. Every government duty is very easy. You make full their brain, their stomach, and their wallet. Only that. That's the vision. The vision target is a human. Now, how to measure our vision? Vision, you have to have a very accountable and measurable. How to say this? We have a human development index. How long people get to the school, how long they live, opportunity, and how their purchasing power. That's our vision. The mission, how to reach this vision? You have to make the bureaucrat become clean, transparent, and professional to serve the people. That's why we put it here. You could not draw a cash from our account. So I could, very easy to tracking where is the money go. Even 1 cent you could not. And every meeting I upload to YouTube. So everybody know what we are talking about, what our policy. Everybody know. The root of the problem of this country is corruption. How to eradicate the corruption? You have to make everything transparent. That's most important. So every policy, every decision, people know. Why you say yes or no, why you delay. I think governor, and this is not a joke for me. You know, bahasa Indonesia, brain is otak, you know. Muscle is otot. I like to say, be a governor of Jakarta, you don't need to have a good otak. You just need a good muscle, good otot. Because everything you already know. Everything. If you talk about transportation, I just smile, you tell me about transportation, how to solve the problem. I already get in 22 study from the best university. And the Australian, the ITDP add to 24. We know everything. You talk about flood, we know everything.
Yeah.
The problem is, you have a courage to execute or not. Because you will disrupt the interest from the poorest under the richest. This is Jakarta. And they occupy illegally more than 30 years, 40 years. They like to say, how long you have been in Jakarta? Don't disturb us.
Yeah.
We're already here for 40 years. That's the problem. If you ask me why you never make everything in order before, you don't ask me, you ask the former governor. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay? Another?
Any other question?
What's your next year? What do you plan to do to make Jakarta a better place?
Yeah, we tried. The first is to make every pedestrian. You know, Jakarta is I think the poorest pedestrian in the world city is Jakarta. How long we have to develop this pedestrian? I mean, it's also is for the disability, is friendly for disability too. We need 1,300 kilometers, one side. If two sides, 2,600. So Jakarta, Surabaya, return. It's crazy. You see, look at the Jakarta. All the pedestrians very poor. The good one, dig again. No ducting system. And after they dig again, it's not smooth again. And waiting for next year budget. And when you want to make use asphalt for the road, what they are doing, this is pedestrian, they just add the asphalt on the road. After that, pedestrian is too low. Dig it again, change for next year budget. Now I said no, could not do that. We buy a machine, scrap machine. You want to do asphalt, you feel it in the road, sometimes jump 30 centimeters. I said, could not. You have to use a scrap, so you could not change the pedestrian. Another problem is the building. Everybody in Jakarta always think flood come every year. That's why when you're developing a house or building, you try to do as tall as you can, as high as you can. And now what's the problem when you make it too tall, your building? This is the road. You make it too tall. The ramp to get in your building become occupy the pedestrian. And the pedestrian not become flat, but adjust with your building. I said no today. Pedestrian have to keep flat. So you make the wheelchair, everybody feel comfortable. The building have to adjust. So I need all the pedestrians very flat. You've been for a guide for the blind and very also protect the motorcycle, not use a block. If you block, the wheelchair could not get into. You put the S-curve, the motorcycle could not turn, but the wheelchair still. There's copy from Japan, I think from.
I guess one of the problems when you have pedestrian here is that it's made for like a parking spot for other motorcycles.
Yeah, we use all the river bank. We want to developing parking. So we hope we have many park and ride place in Jakarta, and we provide minibus. Like the business district, this year, the end of this year, maybe this will let January, we just bought a 152 bus. This is a lower deck and could adjust the suspension so the wheelchair could get out very flat. And I said I don't want not famous brand for the bus. What the world use, we want like a Mercedes, Scania, MAN, Volvo. If you don't know the name, I don't want to buy. There's the philosophy. If you are poor, you never buy the bad quality thing. If you are rich, it's okay. If broken, change. Buy again. Please. But if you are poor, never do that. When you buy something, you use until you pass away. That's the poor. That's the idea. There are many things we want to do. Actually, we are already very successful in the healthcare program. Every district office have a healthcare hospital. We want to develop a very big hospital and also palliative care for the cancer. And education, we are very good. Next year, this year we already start. Next year we will start. If you get to the university, the national university, the whole country, we give to you 18 million rupiah a year. But maybe for the big city, we have to add. And you could purchase the meat only 39,000 rupiah per kilo per kg, and the chicken only 10,000 with subsidy. So you have a good nutrition for the poor people. Then we also will have this is like a hypermart. Why we need a hypermart? We want to purchase directly good consumer good from the factory, and we could distribute directly to our market. So people will buy the very low. That's why the best inflation the last 5 years for the rice is now in Jakarta. We already get involved in the rice, sugar. We have a 9 major food we need in Indonesia. Sugar, flour, rice, cooking oil, meat, egg, chicken, and two is very funny, chili and onion. This we try to find. So this is contribute for inflation. I said, for what? The lowest employee get 5 million rupiah, but their consumption, maybe they need 4.9 million. There's no use. It's better, their salary only 3.5 million, but their consumption only 2.5 million. This is save 1 million. That's why we provide, use the PSO, public service obligation, for the bus. Now from the surrounding area, like the Tangerang, Depok, Bekasi, come to Jakarta, only 3,500 rupiah. We subsidy 3.2 trillion rupiah for the bus, PSO. We also provide many low-cost apartments. Now we are doing is NCICD, is a National Coastal Integrated, National Capital Integrated Coastal Defense. Because the rock is 2.8 meters above sea level, and land subsidence in the coastal line 1.8 meters. That's why now we're developing a dike, this is a coastal line, 3.8 meters. If you look at from the land, it's like 5 meters because it's land subsidence 1 meter. Now, so we put it on the sea, and we have the land. We want to put the low-cost apartment along this northern coastal line. So the poor people, they will live in the beach side for the fishermen. Now, that's why I need the money from the island, for the reclamation island, to contribute for this development. I don't want to use city budget for developing infrastructure, actually. I try my best not to spend that money. I just want to spend this budget for the human, because my vision is a human. You know what the result? Last year, our Human Development Index already reached 78.99. The developed country, the minimum is 80. Now we just left 1.01, we already reached the same, the minimum. I believe if I could subsidy the transportation and housing, healthcare, education, and for the business, I believe their living quality will increase. Now, South Jakarta people could live, opportunity living is 79 years old. Jakarta already reached 78 years because the Thousand Island 76. That's why we believe we want to use a universal coverage for healthcare. If you don't have money, you just go to our clinical hospital, it's a postcast, and you want to use the third classroom, we pay you insurance. There's a universal coverage. That's very important to make the people. And we also launched a knock the door, serve with heart. If you move to the low-cost apartment, you have to pay. It's an educative responsibility. You pay 5,000 rupiah until 15,000 rupiah daily. But all you get is Jakarta, Kartu Jakarta Pintar. High school, almost 800,000. But you couldn't draw the money. You have to buy as a debit card. So I control what you're doing. Buy your food, okay. And we have a 5,000 residents, 1 doctor, 1 midwife, and 1 nurse. We really want to use a preventive and promotive. I believe with people, you take care of them. You have a long life, including like a park. We're developing more RPTRA. You know what RPTRA is? A ruang publik terpadu ramah. It's an integrated public space friendly for the kid. Actually, it's not for the kid. From the pregnant women until to the elders. What the philosophy behind this park? Every household has their own difficulty. That's why they need a community for sharing and caring. Sharing and caring, they need a place. That's why we develop for them. So what the requirement, what they want, we use a social mapping with the university to talk to them. This year, we already have 63 locations. Under construction, 123. I hope next year we could develop another 100, 100 or 200. We keep purchase the land. Slum area have to one. What the standard? For lactation, nursing, baby, we put aircon. Library is clinical. Another depend on what you want. Maybe you want a basketball, or volleyball, or futsal. This is use of social mapping. What activity? And we put in the application. We know every time who play this, how many, and put a CCTV. This year we will accomplish 6,000 CCTV in the city to control. Now we already accomplished almost 4,000 CCTV. I hope at the end of this year, could 6,000. We want to control the city. I want to guarantee the security, the safe, and the police already launched apps very fast to come. That's the idea. What do you want to ask?
What do you think should be done to the sinking of North Jakarta?
Yeah, you don't have other choice. You have to put a dike and no draw the groundwater. We already use from Jatiluhur to piping, bring water, and also we have to make a big pond for the next NCICD B and C. You don't have other choice. This city, if you let them keep the water from the ground reservoir, there's a problem. But now the company from the older regime, they divide two companies, Paitra and Parinja. We want to buy back, but they do a CRS, citizen lawsuit. I couldn't buy. Actually, we have to make a deal. I have to buy back. My idea is I have to buy back this company. I have to supply, I have to subsidy. And the Jakarta, another problem, we have a 13-man river and 1,186 connecting river. Only under 5% have a wastewater management. So all this water could not use. That's not the problem in Jakarta. You ask me why? I just like make a joke like this. Maybe our founding father, when they study in Europe and America, they go there, they never know about the big tunnel under the ground. They just look at the statue. That's why Jakarta mini statue and park, and no ducting system and no tunnel. You see, Jakarta no tunnel. Another country had. I just make the joke. Maybe our founding father visit Europe, only see the park and statue. They never know about the tunnel. That's not a problem of today. We have to do this homework. But yeah, you just believe not everybody like you. But it's okay. So be careful with the coffee or tea you drink. I don't know what it is.
Sugar.
Another, I have to move to another place. Another,
Girls?
girls.
Do you have any question, girls? Yes,
What
please.
do you think about the MRT that's being built right now? Do you think
MRT is still on the progress. What we want to do is the MRT also have another problem. This MRT is a 28 years ago project when the land very cheap. And that time, the most transportation we need is from the south to north. You know, everybody think you want to buy electronic, consumer good in Kota. Everything. You live in the south. That's why people think about from south to north, the MRT. 28 years of ghost story. And they always delay. They have a detailed engineering design for the south to north. And after 28 years, the most transportation need is from west to east. Cikarang to Jababeka. But the problem is, they study only from south to north. So, 28 years delay, so we make decision, okay, south to north. But actually, south to north, now it's east-west. And east-west, another problem. Why we don't want to start east-west? East-west, if we start MRT, you don't have an alternative route. You have to cut and dig. No alternative route. They never think about east and west will very growth like this population. 28 years ago study. And so what happened? They have to develop a 6 inner toll road, elevated toll road, to make the networking. We already have an auto ring road. You see why our auto ring road become trapped in the traffic jam. They don't have a networking. 6 inner toll road. When they have to accomplish this? 2012. They do nothing. So now we have to start this east and west elevated inner toll road first before we start the MRT east and west. If we don't have this elevated toll road from east and west, they call it from Semarang to Sunter, Sunter to Pulau Gebang, Gabagadi, you could not have an alternative route. That's the problem. Which one is first? People ask me. I said, be a governor of Jakarta easy. You ever go to the amusement center, like a time zone? The crocodile came up, you see? Came up, you just hit it. The same, like, that's why you hear, you just sit. Which one came up, you just get it. You don't know which one, too many. That's why you just train your muscle, you know. Come on. That's what it is. That's the story of connotation.
Are you planning to make schools for disability kids? For disability kids, because
Yeah, we have, but not enough.
yeah.
That's why now we provide a bus, including the disability person.
I mean, it's for schools
School.
for them.
We have a school, SLB.
Oh.
School,
Yeah.
untuk disability. We have, but not enough. Not many locations.
Because like I asked, I did a survey last year and a research that there are lots of kids that can't go to school
Yeah, too
due to
far.
disability,
Yeah, too far.
and some of them can't afford.
Now we provide them bus. We try to provide them bus, put application, they ask. And we just launched from our sub-district head, Lura. You have to acting not only a estate manager, but you're acting like a parent. Nobody left behind for education, including for the disability people. Because if you don't give them education, that's become liability for the city. That's why you make them become the asset. But we need the time. Because including the general school also have a problem. You don't have a good teacher. Now I have to become a business unit like a hospital. So I could recruit this teacher from the private sector to teach you now. You don't need to use a bureaucrat. You always use a bureaucrat, the program. There's the city. Almost 30,000 is for the school teacher here. Half of our employee is a teacher. We a lot of teacher, but not have a good ability, capacity. That's the problem. I want to turn. When they retire, I don't want to recruit. I just want to use a business unit. We call it Spare Uday, so I could recruit the private.
But of course, we don't have that problem.
Okay. One
Like,
more.
in terms of education, you stressed like the importance of education for everyone. Do you feel like, because whenever like someone moves to Indonesia, everyone makes an effort to learn Indonesian so that we can communicate with people. Do you feel like part of the education would be important for people to like learn English because then?
Yeah, I think English is like you need to breathe from air. And everybody. So we hope not only English, maybe Chinese, Arabic. It's very important. Yeah, if you know Chinese, it's very easy to learn Japanese, learn Korean. This is the basic. Yeah, that's true. Easy. If you know Chinese, you learn Japanese easy. They're the same.
They have the same process. Yeah, same process.
English, I think everybody need learn English. I also every day learn to speak English. I never studied abroad. And now my handicap is English. So everybody I learn. Every time I learn. Every morning. My pronunciation is poor. Sometimes my kid likes laughing at me. It's wrong. Okay.
I think it's normal for kids to laugh at it.
I learned more than many years. I learned many years. Every morning. I have to spare English, read, so I hear is good or not. I know my handicap. Everybody has now what's their handicap. You have to improve your handicap. That's the way. Okay, thank you very much.
There's a token of
Oh,
from the students.
yeah. How are you?
I'm from Bali, yes, and I go there a lot, so this is like easy.
I have a daughter. It's in my grade 9.
Same grade.
Yes.
So you like it?
There's like, the temples, there's always temples, and then we have animals,
You mean it's a pig?
cow.
You have to put your signage everywhere here.
She's got it.
So we can have a picture together.
Soalnya, pulang ke sikit. Ayo, ikut je.
Thank you. Mungkin foto bersama di luar. Ya.
Take picture.
Mungkin lebih gampang di luar ya.
Iya. Iya.